The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Yeah.
What's up, boys?
How y'all doing?
What's going on?
You ready?
I.
We's in here. Introduce yourselves.
What's going on?
That's goody.
My name's Dark Kent, bald, 35 years old. Pumped for the show, man. On a good run. Love everybody in the comments. Keep it moving, man. Let's keep it rolling.
And introducing yourself to the right of me.
Man, it's your boy. I'm very excited right now, y'all. I just am. It's a good time of the year. Once again, shout out Dark Kent on his birthday. I was looking at old performances I did for some of his birthday shows and my memories the other day. I am the bearded babyface Jared All-Star. Please check out my website, humblebragmusic.com. I mean, I never talk about my music, but I decided I should do that some more. But yeah, you know,
because it's incredible.
I love.
All
Thank
right.
you, bro. Thank you. I love Wolfpack, the Wolfpack podcast, and my co-host Ja. How you doing today, man?
How's it going, guys? I am Ja Wesley. I don't know why you're Sasuke all of a sudden, because I'm definitely not going to be Naruto in this shit. But nevertheless, I am also known as Mr. FYF. If you don't know what FYF means, it means fuck your feelings. I'll say what I want to say. If you don't like it, fuck your feelings. So, without further ado, let's set the mood with some new music. Yes, new music. Because you was jamming a little too much to our last set of music. So, without further ado.
I was jamming too much?
You was jamming a little too much. Just a little too much. You know what I mean?
Can we play War Online during the show? But then people be distracted.
Can you play what?
I said,
One of my albums. He's still talking about.
Wow.
Music.
Of course he is. So, what I'm gonna need you guys to do is watching this video. Make sure that if you're watching this on YouTube to subscribe, and if you are watching this on Facebook, give us a like on our page and share this video, as well as follow us on all of our social media platforms at the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. And I'm going to just drop our little disclaimer. As you can see, make sure to like and share this video. Also, make sure to click the link in the video description to access all of our content, and follow us on Instagram at the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for liking everything. I appreciate you for following us.
Jamie's rocking with us.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, we're about to have some great content going into the new year. We promise. We're getting things together. It's getting together.
Yes, we will. So, as we have our new thing, and we like to do with everyone's favorite little subject, hot take a pancake.
I take your pancake.
Hot take a pancake.
We should definitely have a song for hot take a pancake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to our people that's tuning in on airtime as well. And yes, I was big fat ass. That, you know, McDonald's sweet tea. It's less spicy than that Sprite, you know. But anyway,
$1, you can't beat it.
Of course you can't. You know what I mean? He always likes to say hotcakes, but we're gonna call it, hot take or pancake. Not even hot pancake, because my co-hosts are getting mad at me for saying hot pancake for some reason. Don't know why.
It doesn't flow, y'all. Hot take or hot pancake. It doesn't sound right. Like,
okay, so hot take or pancake. All right, we'll get into that. So, what's the first thing on the agenda? Let's see here. Mandy Rose has now been the NXT Women's Champion for over a year.
It's cool.
You want me to be honest? Do you want me to be honest? Do y'all really
I want you to be straight honest.
You want me to be honest?
Honest. Yes.
This is I can't believe I'm about to say this. This is a hot take.
Okay.
And it's a hot take because Mandy Rose.
Who are you and what have you done with the Real All-Star?
I know. Listen, I said I can't believe I'm saying this. Mandy Rose. Listen, Mandy Rose has over 3 million followers on any given of her social medias. She has more followers than every AEW champion, not to compare. She has more followers than every Impact champion. She has more followers than every Stardom champion. She has more followers than now WWE, like Charlotte and Sasha and I believe Naomi are 3 of like the 5 that have more followers than her. But Mandy is up there. And because of this is a hot take. She has they kept the belt on her because of the fact that she's so popular. And it doesn't matter how much we can hate her in the ring. Not hate her. We don't have to hate her. Dislike her still greenery, even though she's been wrestling in WWE for like 8 years.
Still greenery.
You know what I'm saying? It's still a hot take. She's, like I said, she's been in the company for like 8 years at least. And she's she's finally done something worth something. She built her a following. It is what it is. She don't let her pass Asuka. Just please don't let her pass Asuka.
To add to Star's point, Mandy Rose has done a great job of rejuvenating her career, moving back to NXT. She would have gotten lost in the shuffle on the main roster. So her moving back to NXT, getting the belt and holding it for a long time, helped her out tremendously. And I think she's doing a great job there. I don't think she should ever move. Like, that's her spot. She eventually has to drop the title to somebody, but until they find that somebody, let her rock out.
I think you two are full of shit.
Okay.
I don't want to hear this bullshit you're talking about because Mandy Rose is fucking mid as fuck. She was boring on the main roster. She's boring to me on the fucking NXT shit.
You don't watch it.
Boring with her 2 people. You're damn right I don't watch NXT, and she's one of the main reasons. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, enthusiastic to watch Bassmouth wrestle. I'm sorry, I'm not.
I don't know why when you don't like a female wrestler, every time you don't like a female wrestler, you comment on how she looks. I don't really understand.
I'm not commenting on. Listen,
you just did. You called her Bassmouth. That's beyond me.
Oh, she's a bass mouth. But she got a mouth like a bass.
But if you do good business,
am I lying?
If you do good business, I'm lying. I'm not here to body shame.
That's not part of her body. That's her mouth.
It's her face. If you do good business,
not part of the body.
If you do good business, you put your money behind whoever has the biggest following. You put your money behind who's garnering the most attention. And you may think she's a bass mouth, but there's enough men out there that think she is one of the finest women on earth. And because of that, she has had the title this long.
You capping.
I'm serious, bro. Like, look at her numbers from her OnlyFans subscriptions. Like, her numbers don't lie. I'm
not about to do this.
Her numbers don't lie.
She has the same face as the main character from Team America.
I'm not calling her anything. I have no personal opinion on her at all. I'm just saying, based off of the numbers, she is where she's supposed to be.
Name me 5 good Mandy Rose matches.
You can't name 2 Mandy. She doesn't have memorable matches. It's not like we're gonna see Mandy Rose. Oh, she put on a classic. That's never gonna happen. But she's doing better than she was. And
much better.
Prominent spot on NXT is better than her being in it.
He'll call Michael is trolling. He's trolling. I'm not listening. I'm not reading that. He's trolling.
Nikita Lyons is better than Mandy Rose.
That's a pancake.
They're both mid. They're both mid. That's a pancake.
That's a pancake. They're both mid. Mandy Rose can be as mid as she wants to be in the ring. She's great at promoting herself. She's at a level we all aspire to be in marketing our brand. She markets her. She has 3.
Keep that same energy when it comes to Jade. Then
I already said that about Jade. I already said Jade is great. She's a great look. I also said her title is the biggest title on All Elite. We're not doing that. CBS title is the biggest title on All Elite. I said that already.
I mean, hey, if that's what you think about Mandy Rose, that's on y'all. But y'all on your own with that one. She's mid as fuck to me. Complete mid.
Bro, she's never gonna beat Asuka or Bailey or.
We're not saying
You're damn right she wouldn't. She's barely a Kelly.
But nobody's saying she's a great wrestler. They like nobody's saying that.
She's mid in the ring.
She's a sex tape away from being Sunny.
I wouldn't go that.
That's disrespectful. See what I'm saying? That's disrespectful. Yeah, that's disrespectful.
I'm a disrespectful asshole. We know.
Only when it comes to female wrestlers, for the most part.
Not even. I'm disrespectful to all the niggas too. You know this.
Nah, we got to get there.
I don't sugarcoat shit. Listen,
at
least I'm not trying to hide the fact that I don't like things black, like Dark Ken over there. But we're gonna leave it alone. Still not a fan of House of Black?
No one's a fan of House of Black. Next take. No one's a fan.
Moving forward.
So remember, like I think a week or so ago, or like when Triple H first came out, it was asked to him about like the AEW thing, and he said he's not paying attention to them, he's not doing things on purpose, yada yada. So we all know what's going to be happening on December 10th, which is Ring of Honor Final Battle. We don't know the matches yet. I know how my co-host All Star feels about Samoa Joe just randomly being in the front with the television title.
We're talking about a Ring of Honor event, period. Like, who cares?
Because coincidentally now, NXT has just announced that they're going to be doing NXT Deadline.
There's only so many days in the month. There's only so many days in a month.
Really?
There's only so many days in a month.
Really?
What he didn't accidentally put it on the actual main AEW pay-per-view day. Like nothing's going on during Full Gear. So who cares? Ring of Honor wasn't going to garner that much attention anyway. I'm sorry. Nobody was paying for a Ring of Honor pay-per-view. And if y'all tell me, if anybody in the chat is getting ready to pay for Ring of Honor, whatever it's called, please write it in the chat and invite us.
You're streaming that shit for free on
ain't nobody paying for, man, get out of here. I'm not talking about Ring of Honor till Ring of Honor does something that makes sense.
Lady All-Star says, does how attracted you are to a wrestler influence your opinion? No, not at all. Not at all.
Yes.
It seems like it does. All-Star. I
think Asuka looks like, every typical old Asian woman. But at the end of the day, I think that she's one of the best fucking women's wrestlers on the planet.
And what about Io? Hold on, we're gonna do this right now. Impromptu. Ja, just for you. Io Shirai, fire wrestler or not?
Fire.
Dakota Kai.
I'm not gonna say mid, but I'm not gonna say fire. I'm like in between.
You're gonna say something real disrespectful, and he like caught himself.
No, I didn't. I had to think about that for a second because I like Dakota Kai, but something's missing for me just yet. I give it more time.
Nyla Rose, fire or nah?
Nyla Rose is a fucking beast. Listen. Before we even get back into the hot takes, I'm gonna say something. Last week on Rampage, I don't know what the fuck they doing with her and between her and Jade. I don't know if she's supposed to be doing the whole. I don't want to say the wrong words and then get attacked by the Alphabet Club, but that version of Eddie Guerrero. But it's working. It's fucking working. The stealing of the title
is the number one championship on AEW, so of course it's working. The issue
I have the title, the stealing of her car. I
don't like heel versus heel rivalries. Heel versus heel feuds are very difficult.
Do you think they're trying to build Nyla as a babyface though?
No, how? She stole the title and her car.
That's what's funny. It's like
babyfaces don't steal.
It's like Eddie Guerrero-esque. Eddie Guerrero stole. He lied, cheated, and steal.
Well, that was his thing. That's what he did. Not Nyla Rose is in no.
Nyla Rose is with his ex-wife. Salute to Nat.
There has to be a dynamic.
What's good, Chris? We just going over some hot takes and pancakes real quick.
What's the next pancake?
So next one, and this is actually kind of interesting. because we actually was talking about it a little bit earlier in the week, but we said we was going to save it for today. Apparently, King of the Ring is on his way back, and not as a tournament, not as like a little segment, not like a little like tournament bracket or whatever, but as an actual standalone paper. Sorry, I was about to say the wrong words. Premium live event.
They have to do a tournament leading up to it. They can't have people fight multiple matches in one night.
Why not?
Nah.
My view on King of the Ring is that when it first started, like when Brett won it and when Owen won it, it was a big freaking deal. Even up to the point when Brock Lesnar won it, it was a big deal.
This is a perfect time with the way the roster is in WWE. This is a perfect time for a King of the Ring. They have so many guys they could put that crown on who will do amazing. So many.
But there has to be like something at stake after you win King of the Ring. You can't just win King of the Ring and then go back to.
No, King of the Ring is the push. King of the Ring has always been the push.
It has, but the past winners. I mean, Wade Barrett, he did his thing.
And Shinsuke, they both got the crown push thing. They both got it.
Xavier did okay with it.
Oh, Xavier did trash with it. That's your boy. Stop it.
We're not gonna do this.
King Xavier got hurt in 2 weeks. He gets hurt every 2 months.
Right. For me, right now, it's a pancake. It can be a hot take if they do well with it.
Yeah, I want to see how it's done as well. I'm not gonna call it a pancake. What's in between a hot take and a pancake, y'all? Like what's it's French toast. It's
French fucking toast.
It's gonna be great.
This is French toast for me. Definitely French toast.
You know what?
It might be a waffle.
It could be an Eggo.
As long as it's not a blue waffle.
It's a crepe. There we go, Chris. It's a crepe. Yeah, I'm gonna go crepe.
It's a crepe.
Can I say blue waffle without getting censored?
No, I don't think so.
What's a blue waffle?
Let's not talk about getting censored because it's probably not.
Hey, you should look up blue waffle, Dark Kent. Look at it while we're talking.
Don't look it up. It's probably. This is probably not in the hot take of pancakes, but I want everybody, all of our viewers, to know that I do not, and I still am annoyed with the devil worshiper thing that MJF does. I thought he got rid of it. He hadn't did it for like 2 weeks, and then out of nowhere during Dynamite, he said, "We're all my devil worshipers," and now I can no longer be a fan of MJF again. I just can't do it. It's too dark for me. He's playing with things he shouldn't be playing with. And that's how I feel about it.
There's no need to come Star. There's no need for him to say that. He's already over. He's already the man. He doesn't have to be the devil. I get where you're coming from. Like, there's no need to say that.
It's just too much for me. What's the next take, John?
Wow, that's very interesting. Next up, we're going to have this. That apparently there's rumors that GCW and WWE might be working on a partnership.
Bye, GCW.
Listen,
let's all wave bye. That's why John Moxley got up out of there. He was like, I can't play with y'all no more. Y'all about to play for my
apparently this is all because Joey Janela, we all know who he is, and we know how he's been acting lately on trying to force his way into WWE to the point that he's just mad because Tony Khan didn't sign him back. So he's been telling everybody in GCW to retweet WWE tweets and big them up for their shows and their upcoming shows. Oh. So now there's a big rumor apparently that GCW and WWE might be working on a partnership. Can we get a death match between Nick Gage and Roman Reigns?
What?
Okay. There is zero chance that WWE partners with a deathmatch company.
It's also no. That's not zero. That's not zero. What's zero is they pick up Nick Gage. That's zero. It is 0% chance that Nick Gage is one of the wrestlers that they steal from GCW. So let's just get that.
Nick Gage is in the 2023 Hall of Fame.
What?
Dude, GCW is like, I'm not even comparing it to ECW when they first started. They're like a deathmatch company.
It is the bargain cereal of ECW. It's the bag of cereal at the bottom of the aisle. It's that.
It's not even Fruit Loops. It's fruit rings.
Exactly. It's fruit rings. That's what GCW is compared to ECW.
It's not Fruity Pebbles. It's Dino Pebbles or Dino Flakes.
There's cinnamon toast flakes in the bag.
Exactly. Cinnamon toast flakes.
If he fights Mick Foley, no one wants to see that.
No,
nobody wants to see that. No.
I didn't want to see Mick Foley die his last few matches.
I didn't want to see Ric Flair
die in his last match, but you know.
No, Ric Flair is gonna die again. Ric Flair has lives. He has multiple lives.
That's sad. I mean, it's not sad. It's a good thing. I mean, you know. But let me shut up. Next up, we have our favorite, wrestler that we can actually see possibly winning the TBS title from Jade. Shout out to Willow, who is now officially All Elite. She finally has her contract. I am happy for this woman, Long Island. You know what I'm saying?
Long Island.
The best thing about it is if you have followed her career, then you know that she actually came back from what could have been a career-ending neck injury and completely bounced back.
She's in Japan right now. She's
actually in Japan right now. But she just received her All Elite banner after wrestling with the company for I think almost about a year now, correct? If I think so, like around
almost
since almost about a year. So
Willow herself is a hot take. Big fan of her career.
Yes,
doing her thing. So
I just want to say. I just want to say real quick to my point. I was gonna hold this, but we're talking about women's wrestling again, so it brought it back to my memory. I was gonna wait till we talked about the PWI, and I'll still touch on it again. But just for a point to why I said it was a hot take, Mandy Rose is number 21 on that list out of 150 wrestlers. Thank you. To my point.
People are upset that she's not 10, and I'm like, look at the women in the
I don't deal with the chatter. I'm just trying to give y'all wrestling facts.
She's in top 30, not top 20. No, but you know what I'm saying. But this was actually shocked her. She was like, she didn't even know there was a giant screen behind her, and she also said that she's going to show this to her parents, and they're going to be happy.
Willow's number 40, so salute to Willow, who's also at number 40 on the list.
Good for Willow. She's grinding.
She rolls up. You know what I'm saying? I can actually see her being higher come next year.
Absolutely.
Next year, I'll definitely see her higher.
Chris,
if she's booked right, she's going to be a top star.
Facts. Anytime Athena is brought up on the show, I'm gonna just politely let it be known that what? Athena, what? What about Athena? Athena and Willow in two different categories. Willow is a much better character than Athena. I said
well, no, it kind of did happen because Willow was supposed to come
going down.
Yeah, Willow stock going up.
Athena's stock going down.
Is it really? It's where it's
I definitely listen. I honestly said that Willow got robbed and they gave it to Roxy, but for Roxy to end up just fucking leaving, it was like you should have gave the thing to Willow because obviously like Willow was going to end up with AEW. It just
they must not have known for sure. They must not have known for sure if Roxy was going to leave. But in that case, Willow, we love Willow, of course. Long Island till we die. But Roxy was definitely the better choice at that time. Roxy is a future star. She's the future of women's wrestling.
And I'm actually going to get into that because we're going to talk about Halloween Havoc a little briefly. You're kind of like,
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Is Sarai getting cleared to wrestle on a hot take you're thinking? By the way.
Soraya, we already know she's basically been cleared to wrestle.
She's been cleared. That's a huge hot take.
No, it's not.
No, we covered that already. We covered that when she first showed up.
And it's not a hot take.
When we first talked about
it.
I gotta see a match, bro. That's a waffle. It's a waffle.
Okay, it's a crepe.
From a pancake to a crepe to a waffle. What are you niggas hungry?
It's a waffle.
We're talking breakfast foods here. Breakfast carbs.
All right, well. I guess you want CM Punk. So, anyway, so next up we have sad news is that Tommaso Ciampa is actually recovering from an injury and is going to be sidelined for the next 9 months.
He's another injury-prone wrestler, man. And I know that wrestlers wrestle with injuries all the time, and that's why I'm always urging wrestling fans to be way more considerate of what wrestlers go through on a weekly show-to-show basis because of the fact that they're always wrestling injured. Like they're always away from their families. So we need to show some consideration just in general. As fans, we're way too ruthless sometimes. But like he's just a very injury-prone man. And it's at this point, it's like with most people who keep falling to injury, I'm just like, just chill out. Like Xavier Woods, just be a manager. Like, and it's no offense. It's not like I don't want to see them wrestle or they haven't even gotten better with time. Like Xavier Woods was such a great character on Impact, but much better wrestler by the time he was on WWE and had wrestled for a while. Like, so, but the injuries just keep happening. So at a certain point, they got to give it up.
And I feel like wrestling is sort of like football in the way where it's like, you want to keep playing because you don't want to lose your spot. But you work so hard to get to this place, and now if you get hurt, you know you're not going to be back where you were if you stop, if you take time to rehab your injuries. And it's like kind of sad. So you get hurt, you keep working, and then your injuries get worse and worse and worse until like you're basically fucked, like you're done.
Exactly.
Shout out to the real Garland. But he said, Sally, I think Ciampa's time is done. I'm not going to just say that right off bat just yet. I want to give him some time. But, I mean, yes, he is very injury prone at this point.
He's injury prone.
I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I had high hopes. But then once I saw they teamed him up with The Miz, and I was like, I don't know what's going on at this point. And we heard the rumors that, Triple was going to push him to the moon and yada, yada. But
he's 37, so he still has time. 37 these days is still young for like wrestling. So
you would know you ain't that younger than him.
What'd you say?
I said you would know you're not that younger than him.
35, yeah. But 37 for wrestling is still sort of young. Like AJ is like pushing 45, right? He's still killing it. So Ciampa can make a comeback,
Chris Jericho's 50.
I was about to say Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho's 50.
Sting is 60 something, literally still jumping off of scaffolds and shit. So
still killing it. So, but
I mean, it's possible. I mean, Bobby Fish is still trash, but we're not gonna essentially just talk about old people. But yeah. As for other injuries, Thunder Rosa currently dealing with a back injury, has been sidelined since the 6-woman match on AEW Dark in early August. While there's no word yet on the potential return date, Rosa recently hinted that she could be on the shelf for the foreseeable future, telling Busted Open Radio that she still has to undergo extensive physical therapy and non-surgical procedures before she's able to train for an in-ring return.
I think for the most part, the PWI did a fantastic job with the top 150 female list, except for Britt Baker should have been where Thunder Rosa is.
Yeah.
Switch Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. Bottom line, end of the day, period, end of discussion. Thunder Rosa has had a worse reign than Big E had, and Big E's reign was bad. Like Thunder Rosa was a much better wrestler before she got a belt. I don't know how that happened or how that happens.
Thunder Rosa went straight down after she won the title. Britt Baker has been great. No title, whatever it is. She makes the most of her TV time and her opportunities. I do think that if Thunder Rosa is going to be out for a while, they need to stop the interim shit and have an actual champion. So if that means you do a tournament and the winner of the tournament faces Toni Storm, or just do something that, because interim basically means part-time, or you're not the real champ. So if she's going to be out for another 8, 9, 10 months, with the interim shit.
No, but Derek said Thunder Rosa got zero support in AEW, and here's why I call shenanigans on that.
Got mad support.
It's because she was the champion. If you're the champion, you're getting all the support you can from the company. She did nothing with that belt. It doesn't matter the feuds they gave her. She didn't pop any of them. She did not carry her weight in any way, shape, or form to get that belt over. It goes Thunder Rosa, bad title reign. Big E, bad title reign. Hangman Page, bad title reign. In that order.
What she got going into the title reign was crazy. Everyone loved it.
And then it just died down quicker than fucking Liv Morgan's title reign. Love.
Liv Morgan's title reign didn't end badly. Oddly enough, it didn't end bad enough for me to say it was worse than Thunder Rosa's.
Yo,
Kofi's was horrible. Kofi did have a horrible
was
title reign. Yes, for the culture, it was the worst one.
That definitely was. Forget about it. So
Kofi
next up, speaking of title reigns, we all know what's going on with the whole situation with New Japan and Carl Anderson.
Yeah.
So New Japan actually released a statement saying regarding Carl Anderson and Never Openweight Championship. Thank you for supporting New Japan. Early morning Japan time on October 20, Never Openweight Champion posted a video on social media indicating that he would not be making his advised commitment to show up, which they then said that they are holding him responsible as a champion and that they expect him to actually defend the belt on the day that he's actually supposed to be in that trios match against Judgment Day. Still trying to figure out how they expect that to happen, but they still want him to be there and defend that title, or they will be stripping him of the title.
Well, obviously they're stripping him. This whole thing is ridiculous because he was working. He was working at New Japan without a contract. Got contracted to WWE, and they were still like promoting the match.
Carl Anderson's being a jerk. There's no way he could be
unprofessional.
Yeah, there's no way he could be in Japan and anywhere else at the same time. They're probably not even going to get their belt back from him in time for their show. And this is why they're saying he needs to bring it to their office beforehand. They expect him to fly to Japan, drop off a belt, and go back to wherever WWE is having the show. That's not happening. He's going to mail that belt, and they're going to get that belt whenever they get that belt because Carl Anderson is being an unprofessional jerk right now. And that's exactly what he's doing.
No, is Carl Anderson being unprofessional, or is New Japan not doing the right thing? I would blame this on New Japan. All right, because Carl Anderson has a belt.
You would.
Yes, he's working without a contract. New Japan knows this. Now he has a contract, like an actual contract, and you're like, oh, well, you still have to come here and defend the belt uncontracted. No, fam, I don't. I have to work for the people that I'm contracted to. And you already knew this about a month ago, right? A month and a half ago, and you're still promoting the match.
So you're doing
when you know it's not,
follow your contract.
It's not happening, but you're still promoting the match. And then a couple days ago, you're like, oh well, Carl Anderson has to bring our belt back, dude. You knew as soon as he signed the WWE contract that he wasn't coming to defend the belt. You knew that already.
I hear you, but no one knew that he signed the fucking. He didn't. No one knew he signed the contract until he popped up on WWE. There was rumors that they was trying to bring them in.
He didn't give them pre-warning. He didn't call them and say, hey, I'm about to do this. He just did it.
All right. Even if he didn't give them pre-warning, when the people at New Japan saw him on TV, they probably should have thought, hey, maybe he's not going to.
It's not on them to think, bro. It's him as a professional to contact the company he has the title for.
Hikuleo, who he's actually been going against, actually requested that New Japan not strip him of the Never Openweight Championship and told Anderson to keep the belt and come back when he's ready, as he'll be waiting in New Japan Pro Wrestling so that Hikuleo can fight Anderson and take the title from him. Which hence is why Derek's comment is still up, where it says they say that Carl Anderson would still be at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yes. If the schedule works out, I'm sure they'll let him go drop the belt. But in terms of him not, he's definitely not going to be there because it's the same night as the Saudi Arabia show, correct?
Yes, but so, if he made a deal with Triple H where he can go and drop this title to Hikuleo at a different date, that's fire. And I think that's exactly what they should do.
Jamie, thank you.
Jamie says, why put a title on someone now in the contract? Listen, a lot of companies do that.
But that's a great
point. A lot of
Jamie.
companies do that, though.
That's my
point. A lot of companies have been doing that, and it does have to stop. It really does have to stop. Because, like, you basically don't know what the fuck's going to happen, and you have contractual obligations, and now all of a sudden, those people are not going to be able to hold their obligations because of what WWE is doing now.
Like, I'm going to give you a belt, but you're not obligated to do anything for me. Like,
no, this isn't like before where they would, like, you know, if someone was going to WWE, they let them basically, like, you know, fulfill their contractual obligations before they come to WWE. Now, once they sign you, you're in WWE. You can't go do anything else. You have to come back.
That's what WWE
You have to show
does.
up on time. That's it. This is the new WWE boot camp type shit.
It's exclusive. That's like, and that's it. But to be honest, but Dark Ken is right. If you're gonna put a title on someone, you should contract them, and that's it. If you're gonna put a title on, you can work for hire who you want to work for hire. But if you're gonna put gold on somebody, make sure they're contracted.
You have to be here at this date in your contract,
and that's what they do in any company. From battle rap to the corporate house, like Smack signs battle rappers. Those signed battle rappers get plates before freelance battle rappers, and that's because they signed a contract. And those are the people who should get carte blanche in the company that they signed to.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
You contract them. That's it.
True indeed. So apparently Elimination Chamber is going to be held in Montreal February 18th, which is actually like 2 or 3 weeks, I believe, 2 weeks after the Royal Rumble.
Cool.
That's cool.
It's kind of weird.
I like the Elimination Chamber.
I do too. I think it's just in a weird placement.
They're getting rid of day one, right? So
but they also, now I didn't get a chance to upload this, but they not only got rid of day one, but they also got rid of the Hell in a Cell.
No, but hold on. But why these big deals? They had to get rid of day one. We're saying they got rid of day one because that's the way they approached it. But they didn't really get rid of anything because we still have, after Saudi Arabia this Saturday, we have Survivor Series in December. Then we have Royal Rumble in January and Elimination Chamber in February. It's still one live event a month.
So Survivor Series, there's no December pay-per-view. There's Survivor Series and then Rumble.
When's Survivor Series?
November.
3 weeks. It's 3 weeks away from
exactly. November is practically practically December. And my point is that they still have the seasonal live event. Like we're getting 2 events practically in the same month if you count between Saudi Arabia and Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, okay.
Yeah, but they also said there's no break in between after Survivor Series there's no pay-per-view from Survivor Series to Royal Rumble.
Yes.
But you don't need one. Survivor Series is literally a few days before December. Just use that time to build the Royal Rumble. I would love that. Yeah, do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, granted, yes, the Hell in a Cell. I mean, the actual Hell in a Cell was epic. But when you basically went the TNA route and tried to basically name all your stipulation matches as your pay-per-view matches, that's when I've been said that was a fucking problem. That's one of the reasons why I say, WWE is copying a lot of shit that, no one's going to admit to because it's WWE and they feel like anything in WWE they do it first. That's it. And it's not like that. The fact of the matter is they took that idea from Impact, they ran with it, and it's been stupid ever since. It's like, why did you change something that was an epic match? Scary. And scary. We seen like fucking Mick Foley fall off that shit how many times?
What did they take from Impact?
The idea of basically naming stipulation matches as the pay-per-view.
So you're saying like TLC, Hell in a Cell,
that all came out. Yeah, that was a Raw all that time. I'm like,
well, you know what?
Okay, that's weird, but
every
single and then it became the pay-per-view is the stipulation name, and then all the matches are that stipulation.
Terrible. Hell in a Cell becoming a pay-per-view with 3 Hell in a Cell matches and 1 pay-per-view is terrible. It's stupid. It takes the luster away from the Hell in a Cell.
Listen, what took the luster away from Hell in a Cell was a fucking referee stoppage. Okay, when you know what I'm talking about with the Fiend.
That one match didn't do it. It was oversaturation.
That killed Hell in a Cell.
Nah, it was oversaturation killed.
Hell in a Cell was dead before that.
Oversaturation definitely killed Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell was dead before that. Hell in a Cell needs to be a match that just happens with blood feuds. When 2 people are just completely at each other's neck and you end it with the Hell in a Cell match on any pay-per-view. I would love to see Hell in a Cell back at WrestleMania. I would love to see actual matches that aren't just one-on-one regular matches at WrestleMania. They used to be a bona fide ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship in different matches that I enjoyed. And now every match is just a regular one-on-one match. Every match is just a regular one-on-one match.
You're not gonna get a triple threat. Like, I mean, you got one for Halloween Havoc.
Too many gimmicks in one pay-per-view. Like too many gimmicks. If you oversaturate gimmicks like a TLC pay-per-view or like the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, it's like, dude, I don't want to watch the same gimmick match over and over again.
Chris, you'll never get an Evolution 2 because Paige and AJ Lee and all the people that like help even got that even started, they're gone. They're gone. It's never they don't even have enough women to even pull that off right now.
Facts. And the number one woman in the company is running around on red carpets, not having to wrestle and still getting paid by WWE. That, my friends, is power. Y'all want to talk about Mercedes / Sasha Banks all the time and don't open your eyes enough to see that WWE is the reason why she's at all these events with Naomi. There's other WWE people at all these events. Titus O'Neil.
You're talking about
the Wakanda.
Yeah, the Wakanda Forever. Yeah,
bro, but this is every week she's at an event with and there's different WWE people there, but her and Naomi are consistent because they're still signed to the company.
Wait, but she's also taking pictures with people that is not part of the company.
Bro, WWE had not had people at all these events. No, Titus O'Neil should not have been at a Yankee game with Sasha Banks. They weren't being there.
They weren't friends.
They weren't there as friends. There was photo ops.
Oh my god! Here we go.
Sasha Banks is definitely doing WWE.
Sasha Banks is
doing
Sasha Banks is actually supposed to be wrestling against Kairi Sane, possibly if she wins the fucking IWGP.
How does that not make sense?
Women's title.
You don't think Kairi Sane and WWE still have a relationship? What?
No!
Y'all are bugging. You're bugging.
Hell no!
You're bugging.
Dude, everything Sasha Banks is doing right now is WWE sanctioned. Stop playing.
You're bugging. Kairi Sane almost lost her career in WWE trying to fight Nia Jax because they kept throwing her at a brick wall that is Nia Jax.
Okay, so that means that she owes WWE something.
No, she don't owe WWE anything. WWE definitely understands. WWE is still trying to get into Japan and stuff. Did not have issues with Kairi Sane. It's not happening, bro. Sasha Banks is still signed to WWE.
Yeah.
All right.
100%.
Well, you want to know who's not still signed? Let's go from the hot take or pancake. I was about to say hot pancake again, and I don't want you yelling at me.
Yikes.
Let's go into the Elite Snap. Now, I'm pretty sure we all saw what happened on Dynamite, right? We all saw this.
You asked me, it was corny. It was cheesy. But that's kind of like the Elite though. It's cheesy.
So let's just go on to things that we all know now on why we're getting the Elite. Okay, so AEW is in talks with CM Punk about a future, but it looks like doubtful he will be back. Those with close knowledge of the situation said they are in talks with CM Punk about a buyout of the remaining years of his contract.
I'm tired of talking about CM Punk.
I know, but it looks like we're no longer going to have to talk about him. Let's go further into what we found out. The all-out investigation is over. And I think it's very clear about who's back and who's not back and what happened and what the investigation found out. Alvarez says the Young Bucks and Kenny were actually backstage last night.
Of course they were.
As well. And said they were not on the show, but they showed the video of them. Yeah, they showed the video. They hung out with everyone backstage. Everyone was very happy to see each other. There was a video of the show, which was essentially shot from the original press conferences announcing the formation of AEW. It was very interesting. They're back. They'll be back soon. It's just a question of which week. It'll probably be sooner rather than later, which adds depth to the pay-per-view.
Let's talk about this. Do they bring them back as heels or faces?
I don't think it matters. I think they'll be
back.
Yes,
it does. Yes, it does. It matters. Oh, it matters.
I think the crowd will make them faces regardless. So
you think everybody just wants to cheer them? You don't think there's a bunch of U's? There's a bunch of CM Punk stands that I can't wait to boo them when they come out? Are you serious?
I'm a CM Punk stand, but at the same time, I want the Elite back. I think they add so much to AEW their entire
wrestling fans are trolls. There was a group ready to boo these dudes regardless. It's very important on how they decide to come out.
I don't think they get booed regardless. From a CM Punk stand, like I want to see them back in the ring, especially knowing that CM Punk isn't coming back. So, dude, Omega and the Bucks, we want them back, just to add to AEW's presentation. I think AEW has been lacking.
Well, I think Chris said it. There is no E in the no.
Thank you, Jamie.
Jamie said it. There is no
Jamie.
E in the A. There is no E in the AEW right now. So of course you want them back. There are no elite. And Chris Jericho is over in the company with Daniel Bryan and Moxley acting like they're the big boys in the locker room. They're the three Undertakers. They're the marks in the back.
Well, that's what they wanted. And honestly, I like it. There's a lot of actually people now saying that there's a lot more better and saying that the locker room atmosphere is a lot less toxic with Punk gone. Not even the elite, Punk.
Okay,
now,
and that's fine. So now this is what I'm interested to see is how it all happens when they come back though, because Kenny Omega and the Bucks are still very headstrong, need control type people. It still comes down to that. That's why they had the issue with Dark Kent's best friend in his brain. Like, well, it's because it's
let's
like
go a little deeper into this. So we also found out this week that Ace Steel was officially fired now.
Yeah.
Bye.
He's officially gone. Bye. All right. It's not a surprise. He was surprised that he was released, but it's done deal. He's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Then this all came out now. I didn't like reading that CM Punk's dog was injured during the brawl and that 2 of Larry's teeth were knocked loose and he had to be removed.
I don't want to hear. I don't want nothing that's drawing.
No,
CM Punk.
Because even I think I had it, but Meltzer even said it. Like, I have not heard anything within these 7 weeks of this entire fiasco, this entire time. And I'm not one of those Dave Meltzer worshipers. I'm just someone who's just quoting him right now because I know I haven't seen it. And I've been following this shit every single fucking day because this is what we do here on the Wolfpack podcast. We give you the news and the black perspective, whether you like it or not. We're going to tell you the facts and the truth. You're going to have to deal with it. So the fact is, no one talked about his dog getting hit in the face from the door.
Just now.
Until now. So I don't know if this is just for people to try to feel some sympathy for Phillip Brooks or what the case may be. And him still trying to say that, oh, well, they came banging on the door and yada, yada, when it turned out that they didn't. They didn't force themselves in. Everyone agreed that you threw the first punch, including yourself.
I'm not talking about this again.
I will admit, Punk is a douchebag. He alienated himself for the entire locker room. Like, Punk is not a team player. He's kind of a dick. You know, he's not a guy that adds to the locker room. He's not a locker room leader. Those are his faults. And yes, CM Punk is toxic for a locker room. Do I still love him as a wrestler, as a personality? Absolutely. But he's
won't
not
be seeing him. I can tell you that much.
Like, the elite, the promo for the elite was corny. Of course, we want the elite back, but the promo was corny for me. I don't care if they're trying to do a Fiend thing. They're trying to be all. It's probably going to be some video gamey graphic type, like sci-fi type explanation. I don't care. I didn't like it. If they were just going to come back, they just should have came back in an impactful way, like in a way that they feuded with somebody of importance, something that made sense. The trios titles, belt holders, which would be the best, whatever they're called.
Friends.
Who's the
trios is still Dark Triangle.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Dark Triangle. Sorry, Death Triangle.
Even better.
I think they'll bring it back in conjunction with the video game being released in December.
Apparently, also Triple H's stance on bringing back CM Punk to WWE has changed.
Oh,
now this, yeah, they're in the process of buying his contract out, and according to Wrestle Votes, when Triple H took over the creative department in WWE in July, he told other WWE officials that he wanted nothing to do with CM Punk. And now, sources informed that Triple H's stance on bringing Punk back has changed. I did ask over the last couple of days and has softened a little bit from what I understand. I still think it's the animosity. I still think there's a lot of pieces that need to be picked up between the two of them specifically, but Hunter learned from Vince, and Vince made amends with everybody.
Vince brought everybody back, no matter the beef, no matter who it was. Triple H and Punk definitely don't like each other, but
I don't want to see Punk in fucking WWE. I don't want to see Punk in fucking TNA. I don't want to see Punk in New Japan.
First of all,
to go against Kenta. I don't want to see CM Punk in AEW. I don't want to see CM Punk anymore.
First of all,
I am done. I am done.
Don't
You are
flatter
a
yourself
toxic
for TNA.
person.
Punk would never go there, so stop.
You sound dumb because he actually was in TNA.
Yeah, in 04?
Yeah, he was still there already.
Do not
They
flatter,
wouldn't take him.
Do not flatter.
The ones that you talk about being at the bottom of the barrel would not take CM Punk. Control your narrative would even take CM Punk.
TNA right now would definitely take CM Punk.
Oh, easily.
Yes, they would.
They wouldn't.
Yes, they would.
They wouldn't.
TNA right now would take CM. You're bugging. They would definitely.
Do you know how many people are in fucking TNA that probably still don't fuck with Punk? You forget the Bobby Fish is over there.
It doesn't matter the people that don't fuck with him. It matters getting people watching your shit.
TNA would definitely take. They took Bobby Fish and brought him out like it meant something without signing him. They take CM Punk.
Triple H hates CM Punk, but he also knows that if CM Punk goes back to WWE, it's going to create numbers. People are going to watch it.
Velveteen Dream is definitely worse than CM Punk. Nobody would hire Velveteen. Somebody would hire CM Punk.
And if what people are saying is true, Velveteen should never be rehired. Okay?
But we're not doing this with you again.
No,
we're not doing this. It's true. Get over it.
I don't know if it's
one
true.
of your favorite wrestlers is a fucking pedophile. We're not going to keep doing this.
Yeah.
You're going to accept it.
Speculation.
Story.
Continue.
All right. I'll even let you right now pick your favorite fucking CM Punk match since you're never going to see him in AEW again.
Anyway, CM
Go
Punk
ahead.
is
Pick
just
him.
like a douche.
Pick him. Pick your favorite CM Punk match out of these.
Dude, I loved every single one of them. I think the return versus Darby was amazing.
You loved every single one of these?
Bro, he's fucking trolling. I swear to God.
I'm not trolling. Dude, CM Punk versus MJF in the chain match.
That was his best fucking feud.
That's the only match. That's the only one worth talking about.
The return versus Darby was great. The championship match versus Hangman was awesome as well.
Was a botch fest.
Nah.
He botched one move 3 times.
The Eddie match is second to the MJF match.
And when he won the belt against Moxley again, that was a great match too.
No, that was not a good match.
It was a good match. It wasn't a 5-star Meltzer classic, but it was a good match.
Dog Collar was a great match. I agree. The Eddie match was good. I said that. I agree.
And the Dog Collar match could have been one of the best matches in a long time. That's a 5-star. That's a classic. The Dog Collar match with MJF. The build-up, the match itself, everything going into it was a complete classic.
I can't wait to have the Young Bucks back. Top 5 tag teams in the world. Kenny Omega, top 3 wrestler in the world. And that just is what it is. So, and I want to see the vlog again because, to be honest, it's made Sammy's vlog worse. Because I have nothing to balance it, I don't actually enjoy watching Sammy like I used to. And I'm just going to be honest. Like, All Elite, that vlog made Sammy's vlog worth watching because it was like the heel to the face. And now that there's no All Elite, now that there's no top shelf cereal vlog, I don't want to even look at the cinnamon frosted squares. I don't want those. I don't want Sammy cinnamon frosted squares.
Probably the last thing I want to say about CM Punk though. Jericho actually had like this. It was like, imagine that you're CM Punk. You've had one of the most triumphant comebacks ever in the history of wrestling. You've been promoted as a star. You never got to be in WWE. And then within a year, you completely ostracize yourself, becoming so toxic that you're not worth having around. And Chris Jericho actually liked that tweet from someone.
Yeah. And I read that tweet and it's true. It's 100%.
Britt Baker said, I'm so sick and tired of hearing from people reading on.
I don't want to hear what Britt Baker said.
You don't have to listen. She says, what's really toxic is when a single person in the locker room thinks they're bigger than the entire company or that AEW solely depends on them to keep going.
Her ego.
There's literally no one in AEW that is needed that badly other than Tony Khan to survive. Everyone here is expendable. All of us can easily be replaced.
She doesn't believe that. She believes she is the Sasha Banks / Charlotte Flair of AEW, and she can do what she wants, and nobody's gonna get rid of her. She has rumors of messing with this person. It don't matter. Her husband has not wrestled.
Being messy.
I'm not being messy. Her husband has not wrestled in months. His injury he's only supposed to be out for 3 months. We're on like 6, 7. He's only supposed to be out for 3 months, Ja. What are you gonna say now, Ja? You're not saying nothing now, Ja. Where's Adam Cole, Ja? Where's Adam Cole?
I don't know where Adam Cole is. Why are you asking me?
But I got Britt Baker on Swerve's podcast. Another appropriator. I don't like Swerve. I don't like Britt. I don't want to hear them talk about culture in the locker room or none of that. I'm not listening. What
is with you? What's wrong with you?
I don't like Swerve. The more and more Swerve like has a podcast and gets to be himself, and I actually catch clips of it, the more I realize he's not somebody I would be cool with. Like, and it's no offense to him. Like, we ain't gotta like each other. He'll be fine with that. But it's not like we gotta sit down and break bread. Like, the dude he does this podcast with, his friend, very knowledgeable, very unbiased.
All right. So let's just go through some of the pictures that we saw from the teaser last night. Now that we know why we're here, start with this, and it's a Thanos snap effect. They started basically going over the press conference when they first came there. Started showing them all together. Even when they won tag team championships and the triples. I think this was the tag team that they won. Yeah. No, not the trios. This is at Full Gear. They showed them then getting erased. And a full picture of what Damon was talking about. The E was completely erased.
You know what's disrespectful about this horrible promo? Because I don't know. I already said it was whack, so I ain't got to say that again. You know what was disrespectful is that Cutler wasn't in it. Because Cutler got suspended. Cutler's in the elite. Like, Cutler should have been disappearing in one of those clips, and it's disrespectful.
He did disappear.
Okay.
He disappeared in this. They all disappeared in this clip.
Okay, good. Okay, I didn't see that. Yeah, because I was gonna say Brandon Cutler deserves a little more credit. He's a great, like, low budget Sami Zayn for their clique. He does a good job.
Wow,
that was a good comparison. Cutler is the welfare. He's the Dollar Tree Sami Zayn.
We're talking about a lot of Dollar General products in the show tonight.
Heard you guys.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, let's get out of here. We're talking about the elite. Do you guys think that they're back though? Do you think they're officially back?
Yeah. Let's get to the woman, because I can't wait to get your take on some of this. I've been wanting to talk to Ja about female wrestling the whole show, y'all. Share this right now. We got a half hour. Share the
Ja is about to body shame, face shame.
Ja's about to talk so bad about women.
He's gonna go full Al Bundy on this one.
Go get your friends, get some popcorn. It's going down,
dude. We're gonna get canceled off this shit.
Shout out to Sayuri Kendo.
We're so excited to have Ben with y'all before we get canceled, by the way.
Yeah, but
y'all gotta stop with this bullshit.
Before Josh,
shout out to I think it's pronounced Sayuri Kendo.
Sure.
As the #1 women's wrestler of 2022.
The Karate Girl.
Yes, she came from. I have no prior knowledge to her. I actually had to look up some of her stuff, and I'm actually impressed. She's very dope. I found out she also was in UFC at one point too. So
here's what I gotta say real quick. Out of everybody on this show, I'm gonna keep it funky. I watch the most female wrestling. I watch Women of Wrestling. I watch Stardom events. I watch the most female wrestling on this show. I have a wife who enjoys wrestling, so I should watch female wrestling to keep her interested.
You guys watch Stardom together?
Yeah, we watched the last Stardom event.
See, that's awesome. When I saw the list, and my thing is like being busy, wrestling has to be readily available. Like, I don't have to seek, like, if I had to seek it out, then I'm probably not going to see it. So I know these girls at Stardom are doing their thing from what I read.
It's on the same site the rest of these events are on, bro.
But if I can't, like, if it's not readily available, then I don't know about it. So in my opinion, I thought Bianca should have been #1 because she is the best female wrestler on the most readily available wrestling program there is. But I'll take your word for it.
Here's the thing I'm going to suggest to you and everybody watching the show is if you do not know some of these wrestlers, especially that are in this top 10, Japanese wise, because us as Americans, we're really bad. We really have this like entitlement as Americans when it comes to American things. Like the world watches us way more than we watch them, and we really have to like
we don't seek out things.
Yeah, we must be more cultured. Like we have to. So I'm encouraging everybody to go see who Kamatani is, or the Starlight Kid, or or Mayu Yamashita. Like I think everybody should want to know who these people are because they're fire. And if you like Io Shirai and you like Asuka, you basically like people who are cut from the same cloth. Like
as you can see, a 13-year pro. Last year she was actually ranked 7, and a lot of people had an issue with that. 6 wins, 3 losses in MMA, and 13 wins, 1 loss in kickboxing. The woman's phenomenal. I mean, from what I've seen in her matches, she's definitely like good grappler, good submission, good kicks. I've seen her kick somebody's fucking head off.
Amazing in work skills. Yo, V, watch Lucha where? Like I know we have luchas and there's luchas in TNA, there's luchas in every organization, but since Lucha Underground kinda, unless you're watching CMLL all the time, and that's that I will say for me is the promotion that's hardest to catch. It is very hard to catch CML. Like by the time I'm able to sit down and watch it, that's what I said. Unless it's CML, yeah, I have to be on you. But it's already happened, and I've already read about it. And for me, a lot of times that takes away from the experience. Oh, a AAA's on Fight. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, but it's a paper fight. Fight costs money.
I mean, we're podcasters, bro. This is one of my professions now. Like.
Exactly. So let's just go over the top 10. That's not the top 10. Top 10. Siri, Bianca Belair, Thunder Rosa, Becky Lynch.
I already said drop Rosa from 3 to 13 and give Britt Baker her spot.
Mm-hmm.
Being on TV,
Becky Lynch number 4.
Thunder Rosa.
Jade Cargill, Jordan Grace.
Jade Cargill should be higher than Becky Lynch.
Okay, I'll take that.
Charlotte Flair
should not be in the top 10.
Yeah,
no, shouldn't. Starlight Kid and Taya Valkyrie.
Starlight Kid should be above Jordan Grace. Taya Valkyrie is too high for me. I really don't get it. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I've watched several Taya Valkyrie matches, and I get the lucha aspect of it that somebody's probably gonna say to me or something. And to be honest,
she's not that great because I hear her name.
She's trash. She used to wrestle. She used to wrestle with a mask on. I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry. I know she's on TNA and that's just your thing. I do not enjoy any of it. I'd rather her put a mask back on and try again from there. Like to be like I do like it maybe the moves would feel better if her face was covered up.
You don't like Taya Valkyrie?
No, I do not like Taya. I don't like her boots. I don't like the boots with the fur. I don't like none of that. I do not.
You don't like La Vida Loca? You don't like Loca? You don't like the Loca?
And her real name doesn't even sound Spanish. I keep forgetting it because it's so weird. She sounds like
It's Kara Foster.
See, say it again. What's her name?
It's Kara. You know what? I'm not gonna.
It's Kara. It's Kara Foster.
My thing is, how does Charlotte land in this top 10 based off what? What has she done this year that would put her in the top 10?
Nothing. She does not belong. I'm gonna go even further with y'all with this list. Sasha Banks doesn't deserve 25.
I'll say that as well.
I want to get all right. So now that you mentioned the numbers, because let's just go through the numbers real quick at the top 30. All right. So, I mean, listen, what do you want me to do? Tom Nakano, Shoko. I'm going down. 29. Shoko Nakajima. 28. Mercedes Martinez. Why? 27. Mayu Iwatani. 26. Sasha Banks. 25, Toni Storm. 24, Alex Windsor. 23, Camille. 22, Michael Satomura, aka the Final Boss. 21, Mandy Rose. I have a problem with the fact that the Final Boss is ranked lower than fucking Mandy
I have
Rose.
no problem.
Mandy Rose
being
beat her.
top
Mandy
20.
Rose beat her. Dubbed. You're dubbed. Next. Mandy Rose beat her. Next. Dubbed.
Anyway, Utami Hayashita. Deonna Purrazzo, which I'm still trying to figure why my girl is not in the top 10. Like, this is getting me tight. Anyway.
Hold on. I just want to be clear real quick. We all of us on the show, we've said it several times. Mako is definitely a legend. She is Mount Rushmore female wrestlers. Just because I feel like this year Mandy should be higher than her. Do not think that I think Mandy's better than Mako. I just want to say that out loud. I am a Final Boss fan. And I said the Final Boss should have beat her when they had the triple threat. So let's just clear that.
18, Ronda Rousey.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. She's Ronda Rousey.
I think just
you'll see what's wrong when I tell you this.
Ronda Rousey.
Anyone knows ever seen Liv Morgan?
Liv Morgan was doing more than Ronda this year. She did more.
Money in the Bank championship.
Purrazzo and Sasha Banks. I mean,
she did more. She did more than all of them. Liv Morgan did more than all of them.
Did way more than fucking.
I think Ronda
Liv Morgan won Money in the Bank.
Liv Morgan was getting her ass beat.
Liv Morgan won Money in the Bank and a title this year, bro. That's career-making years for most people.
That's a big year.
That's career-making years.
Please.
The title one was garbage, but she did.
I don't know why you be hating on people that don't even like garner it. Like, what did Liv Morgan
she's fucking do? Listen, Liv Morgan's so fucking mid. That's why Chucky killed her ass.
Bro, that's because she's getting pushed. Liv Morgan's about to.
She got pushed right into a knife.
Liv Morgan is in the middle of having the best push of her career.
Liv Morgan's dead.
Liv Morgan got more views from a Chucky appearance than she did in anything else. It's smart business. Shout out to Liv Morgan. Definitely a top 20 right now.
Liv Morgan was on the Chucky show?
Yeah, she got stabbed.
She got stabbed up. It looked like she was pushing a knife into her own stomach in one part.
Well, that's a drink of truth. She said she wanted to get killed by Chucky, so.
Oh, there you have it.
And she was some freaky shit. She was like, yeah, stab me with your knife. So, 16, AZM. 15, Mickey James.
That's fine.
14, Masha Samovich. 13, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
She should be
12,
top 10.
Yes. Miyu Yamashita should definitely be top 10 as well.
Now, this I'm not gonna lie about. I know Masha is on Impact, right?
Mm-hmm. But she's been going all over the place other than just Impact.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I haven't followed her when she's left Impact because based off of what I've seen on Impact, I don't understand how she's top 15. That's all I'm saying about Masha. Based off what I've seen on Impact. But what I want to discuss, you named the top 30. There are those under 30 that should be in that list. Roxanne Perez is top 30 this year. Roxanne Perez, the biggest.
No. Well, she's top 40 in this list.
Yeah,
Willow Nightingale is 40.
But my point is she's not. Roxanne Perez is not. Like, she should definitely be in the top 30.
Listen, man, they have Giselle Shaw over fucking Roxanne Perez.
That's crazy. Roxanne Perez is.
Listen, let's just say this because you and me, you know how I feel. Serena Deeb is 77.
You know how I feel about Serena.
Mm-hmm. And right now she's 77.
I'm gonna say it's AEW's fault. Most of her matches were on Dark, bro. Just because you watch Dark don't mean everybody does. Most of her matches were on Dark. Serena Deeb did a lot of wrestling on Dark.
She crushed it on Dark. Where's Oscar ranked, by the way?
Low.
Oscar's ranked 61.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, her matches are always great. She should be ranked top 20 regardless, in my opinion.
I think Rhea Ripley's low.
Yeah. Where's Rhea on this list too?
Rhea's 42.
I mean, Io Sky is 126. Ty Conti is 127.
I think Jamie Hayter is low.
Chris Statlander is 125. Dakota Kai is 119. Janai Kai should actually be a lot higher than 115. That's an independent person. You guys need to look her up. Fucking phenomenal. Lady Frost is 107. Anna Jade's 103, which I'm trying to understand how.
Why? You don't think that's appropriate? You think Anna Jay should be higher?
I think she should be lower.
Oh, lower than who? Lower than Alexa Bliss? Lower than Mia?
Yeah, definitely lower than Alexa Bliss.
Bro, Anna Jay gets TV time.
Man, listen.
Anna Jay.
I don't even see Rhea Ripley. Oh, sorry, there she is.
Anna Jay
Rhea Ripley is 42.
Anna Jay should definitely be above Kira. Anna Jay should definitely be above Kira Hogan.
Yeah, well.
And Kira Hogan wrestles on like 6 different promotions. I watched her literally wrestle 3 different shows I watched in one night. Like she's everywhere.
That's gonna be dope. Janaka versus Maki Ito is gonna be dope.
That's gonna be fire.
I know Janaka's gonna probably kick her fucking head off. Oh well, then again, Maki Ito has a hard head.
Athena is 76, and she should be lower. I said it.
I mean, I wouldn't go that crazy, but she's not great.
All right, so
should be Serena. She's right above Serena Deeb, and I don't appreciate that. So
overall, I think that Saraya got what she deseres. Phenomenal
Cora
talent.
Jade should be
you guys need to go look her up. Let's just go through some stuff real quick. I already talked about this, but yes, they actually have now signed officially a long-term deal with AEW. I hope to see, possibly the Kingdom back together with Adam Cole, possibly Maria doing something with the women's division and getting it better. SmackDown was okay. We did find out that this week we're going to be having a
no one gives a shit about the Kingdom.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to be so upset. Nobody cares, John. For real though, nobody cares
about the Kingdom.
Yeah, nobody cares about the Kingdom, bro.
Nobody.
Like no one.
No one gives a fuck about you two. How about that? So let's talk about this tag match. Who you think the mystery point?
We all know it's Carmelo Hayes. Throw something on my TV already. I want to throw, and if he comes out with his little friend too, if Trick comes with him to SmackDown and they're all a part of Hit Row, how about this, y'all? Don't ask me about SmackDown no more. Even Roman Reigns, my tribal chief, couldn't make me watch that nonsense. I will not watch SmackDown if Carmelo Hayes pops up with Trick Williams, and I have to watch Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, everybody's hotter than a top dollar, and some Don, whatever his name is, and the B mid. I don't want to see any of them.
By the way, the person that you keep saying is my girlfriend. Hold up, King. Hold up, King.
Hold on. He's talking about his girlfriend. Hold on. What's up, John?
I don't got a girlfriend. Shut the fuck up. All right, but the person that you said is the girlfriend just texted me and said I was very quiet when we was talking about the PWI top women. So I was not quiet at all.
I was very quiet.
I was not.
I'm glad you noticed. I'm glad you know. Yes, I'm gonna listen.
Jay belongs where she belongs is number 5. She actually be higher because Jay is the best women's wrestler of all time.
First of all, thank you for watching the show. Personally, from me, I can always tell when Josh's spoken to you, he's definitely in better spirits. So your friendship is key to who he is as a person. And I don't think he wanted to disrespect you in the PWI side because he knew you were watching. He had to know you were watching. It was very respectful. He had called Mandy Rose bass mouth, but that was earlier in the night. And because we had said what we said, he didn't do anything during the PWI. It was definitely very PC. I applaud him. Let's see if he changes his final thoughts. Maybe if you tell him he shouldn't say F you 50 times at the end of the show, he'll stop because he seems to listen and respect you. So thank you.
Oh, you funny. You funny. I like how you said the friendship instead of the relationship. I like how you said that. You funny mother. You know what? You. I had basically hyped up these women. Shout out to all the women. Shout out to all the black women. They at least made it in the top 50. All right, including Willow, like I said, number 40.
Bianca's number 2.
Tasha Steelz at number 11. Bianca at number 2. Jade at number 5. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I fucking love it. You know what I'm saying? I love and I hope next year that we'll at least have possibly at least my own personal. I want to see 3 black women in the top 10.
He's only saying this for you. Call him after the show, please, and tell him thank you.
She's watching. She said that was sweet, by the way. But I knew.
He knew you thought it was sweet.
I'm not the nigga. You know what? Let's get back to talking about the week. I fucking hate you. Let's get back to talking about the damn week. You fucking guy, you and your fucking. So, what you guys think about Halloween Havoc?
Shout out to Wesley. That's why you named yourself Wesley. That's the only thing we're gonna talk about.
Right? Damn right, nigga. Let's go. Rascals up, nigga. What up? Rascals up, nigga. What's up? Yeah, Rascals, baby. Smoke a good spliff with this in the treehouse. That's what we gonna
Wesley
do.
Winning the North American was the only thing that was of any substance.
Oh, I was there with you, John.
No, you can't join us. You can't join us.
Yo, shout out to Wesley. I love the fact that they continued. That they went. I love the fact that they went into a push with him, even though the Nash Carter left. I love the fact that they didn't fire him. I love the fact that they understand that how good these gentlemen are in the ring. Yes. Like all of the Rascals are amazing in the
including Zachary Wentz or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, of course.
Nash, but I'm saying it's just sadly that happened. I'm not going to justify the shit. I'm not going to basically do what he did, but it is what it is.
Wesley is allowed to be who Ricochet was in NXT right now, so I want him to enjoy it. And I'm gonna enjoy the moment with him. Like congratulations to Wesley. Congratulations.
So not only that,
vibes.
But did you know with him winning, what that actually solidified?
Yes.
Remember this one
of African American championship to like people to win a championship.
Yes. So remember before when we were saying how the women, the black women, actually had the highest for the women's championships at 6, I believe it was 6, or 7. I can't remember. I think it was either 6 or 7. But now, just like that, the North American Championship has the biggest percentage of black champions in WWE, WCW history.
If I'm being completely real about this list, we all know I don't like Swerve, so let's just skip him. And
you know I don't like that pedophile Velveteen pedo dream. So
and the referee's boyfriend that they gave it to for 2 weeks.
Leon Ruff?
Yeah, that was pointless too. So
yeah.
Shout out to Wesley. I hope he has the best reign out of all these people. I don't think any of them had great reigns. So as NXT champions,
they didn't.
So
they really didn't. Not even Keith Lee.
Ricochet had a better reign. Keith Lee, they wanted to move up right away.
Swerve probably had the best reign out of the people pictured, but I still hope that Wesley has the best reign since Adam Cole, because that's who, of course, had the best reign.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, I like it. I like it. This is definitely the NCAAP.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because I don't call
NAACP.
Nah, I'm not doing that because I don't call the WWE World Title the beefy white man title. I'm not doing that. I'm not diminishing.
Why not? That would actually send nigga. That would actually so what it is.
I don't want it to lose its purpose. Like it's a moment. Like I don't want to diminish it by renaming it.
Kind of like how the not the Universal title, but the other title was basically looked as the Black Championship for a little while, right?
What title is that?
The World Heavyweight title, WWE title, not the Universal, the other one. You know what I'm talking about? WWE Championship. Yeah, that was actually held as like somewhat of the Black Championship for a little while. You know what I'm saying? When we were playing hot potato with that, but we'll just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? And the NXT is the North American Championship. But either way, we're happy. I'm happy. I'm extremely happy for the Rascals.
That's the North American Championship.
But what I do need people to do is keep that same fucking energy when you see shit like this. You know I was bringing it up, damn it. That's right, I did it. Why is this man caressing this man like that?
But he's crying too.
Talking about it?
No, because nobody should talk about it because they're both crying. In the other picture, Cesaro's smiling like, get off me, buddy. And Tony Khan is crying. Wesley and Shawn Michaels are actually having a moment.
He's crying. He's just embracing them.
Wesley and Shawn Michaels are both crying. They both got crying faces. It's a moment for both of them.
Because
Shawn Michaels
is not his trainer. He's not his trainer.
He's still his boss. He's his boss. Shawn Michaels runs as an NXT. and kept him even when that's
So
and
Shawn
still
Michaels
worked him into
is allowed to hug
storylines.
niggas, but Tony Khan can't.
Bro, it looks like a moment as opposed to Tony Khan hugging all of his employees. Shawn Michaels isn't hugging and crying with everybody. Tony Khan hugs and cries with everybody. That's the difference. That's the difference.
You want to know what else was actually kind of dope from Halloween Havoc, though?
How? Why is this dope?
Because
Dijakovic is dope.
Dijakovic is back. As a matter of fact, I think Dijakovic is kind of either scripts or he's just going to come back.
I hope he's not scripts. That is the worst gimmick since
I believe that Scripps is actually Vincent and Dutch, and they maybe end up joining Bray Wyatt in the Wyatt Six.
But then they wouldn't be doing that on NXT, bro. We wouldn't get no promos on NXT for that.
Who knows? That's what I'm saying. Like, but then again, when he said
they might just
said like you with your eyes, then I was like, that definitely sounds like
this is a reach. You're reaching right now.
When he said the thing with the eyes, I'm like, this is definitely Dominic Dijakovic.
You're reaching right now. But as far as The Rock's daughter joining Schism,
let's just go into that then, because I was going to talk about Raw, but there wasn't really much to talk about. This was a good match. This fucking jackass said that he's this generation's Eddie Guerrero.
Good job, Dominic. Good job, Dominic. Good job.
We had a bum ass Corbin sign. And during this fucking thing, this happened. Nikki Cross is fucking back.
And good job, Nikki.
She's fucking back.
I want to tell you something. Raw was a solid 6.5 because it wasn't like phenomenal, but it moved so well. Raw moved so well Monday night. It was granted, we had segments that dragged, like the Rhea Ripley hitting the OC and their genitals or whatever the case was with that. But other than that, the show moved so briskly. Nikki Cross, I love the look. Welcome back. Let's get it. This
was horrible. I actually watched it and I'm like never gonna watch NXT anymore. The whole idea that you had Zoe Stark and Nikita Lyons win just to reverse it and then give it back to Katana Chance and Kayden
It was a great match. It was a great match.
No, I'm not doing this. I'm sorry. Nope.
It was a great match.
Nope.
It was the best match of the night.
No, it wasn't.
What match was better?
When it went off.
Stop it.
Yo, he's an NXT hater. He's an NXT hater.
You're damn right. I think this shit is garbage right now.
Real quick. Chance and Carter, they have great tag team offense. All their tag team moves are very cool.
Yeah, but individually they're lame.
But you want to know what everyone's talking about. We don't give a fuck about it. None of that. Only thing we care about is the fuck is she doing with these motherfuckers? No. We're not doing the fake scissor unless we're scissoring. All right? We're doing scissor? We're scissoring right now?
Nah,
I'm not doing peace signs.
Schism.
No. Fuck that. Why is The Rock's daughter running around with a half red eye and joining in with the most garbage fucking faction I've ever fucking seen?
They're not garbage though.
King of the North even said putting The Rock's daughter with the worst faction in wrestling today is absolutely a choice made by Shawn Michaels.
They are not the worst faction in wrestling. They're not. Trustbusters is by far the worst faction.
You're still talking about Trustbusters.
They're the worst faction in wrestling. They still exist. They're still here.
That's the worst faction. Not Honor no more.
Daivari was second worst faction. Daivari was just
Dark
on
Order.
the page. See, they're not the worst.
The Embassy.
Embassy isn't the worst. Why would you do that?
Judgment Day.
Wait, what's that about? What's the Embassy
Judgment
about?
Day's getting better.
No, rewind. What's the Embassy about? Why would you do that? What's wrong with the Embassy? What was that about?
Nothing about the Embassy. I'm just saying I'm just saying names because you're saying like shit's trash.
Oh, the Embassy isn't bad, and I don't think Schism is the worst.
Wow, I think. Well, I don't like NXT anyway, so.
That's what I'm saying. You don't like NXT. To be honest, they put her in a group of people that they're pushing, and that's what you want as somebody going on TV.
And dude,
I like Jamie's comment.
Start a kid group for her. They're just putting her.
She's doing her thing in NXT. Unlike Dom Mysterio.
The Rock's daughter's gonna get pushed like Charlotte sooner rather than later. They're just getting her feet wet right now.
Exactly.
If you don't think that the Rock's daughter is gonna be Charlotte Flair in 2 years, you're bugging.
Okay.
They're just getting her feet wet right now.
We'll come back to you with that.
It's called development, but Ja doesn't like to recognize NXT as developmental, but it's okay.
So let's get into AEW.
Oh, we were so close.
We were. So AEW, let's speed through this real quick. What do you guys think about AEW? I mean, first match was Jericho and Daniel Garcia and Claudio and Wheeler Yuta.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. I didn't like it. I didn't like Dynamite. So
It was all right.
Really?
it was boring.
It was a Maso Menos version of Dynamite. You know, pretty good, not amazing. Is what it is.
It was mid. Because of the fact that I'm grown. And if I'm a child, it was a great episode of Dynamite. But because I'm grown and I know that MJF is swerving us with the whole thing with this we're not friends, they beat me up thing. Because I know the swerve is coming, because he's still calling fans devil worshippers, I'm not interested. And because that has thrown me off the whole episode.
No, I was interested. I was kind of interested in the whole turmoil going on with Blackpool Combat Club.
I love that turmoil though.
Man,
do you feel like
at least a smidgen better as an actor? Maybe I'd love it. Wheeler Yuta sucks as a character.
But you know what? What if you possibly end up at Full Gear and then Regal ends up turning on Moxley?
Why?
Ja, that actually is a great take, Ja. I can't lie. After the promo that MJF cut with Regal, and if Regal turns on Moxley, like
they have different ways they can go, and I'm sure it'll be good. But like I told y'all, I unfortunately can't really care about MJF at the moment. But Dynamite for me was mid.
What did you think about what do you think about FTR versus Swerve in Our Glory? Even though you don't like Swerve,
I don't like Swerve in Our Glory. I don't like both of them. It's a combination.
Come on, you don't like the fake FTR on the scene?
That was funny. I like them. I like.
You don't like seeing this man jump over two niggas like this?
No, that was a good move. That was athletic. I've never knocked Keith Lee's in-ring ability, so this is mute. This is a mute point. I just don't like anything else about him.
Heath is never had a character.
I love Renee Paquette just doing interviews in general.
I love it.
She's great.
But MJF, bro, like when he did the whole pretending to be Moxley thing, it was like, I drink piss. I was like, bro, this shit is fucking hilarious. This motherfucker is fucking hilarious. He is the GOAT. He is a GOAT. I know you don't like him right now because the whole like, you know, thing that he's calling his fans, but it was dope. I like it.
So I definitely like it. Actually can't be a fan, but I acknowledge the fact that he's the top drawer over there for me at the moment.
Jamie, I disagree. Brian has charisma. Yuta, he's a charisma.
You think Brian has zero charisma? That's crazy.
Brian,
who had the world going yes, has zero charisma.
Brian has charisma.
Brian has plenty of charisma.
Yuta, maybe not. Probably not. Definitely not.
Yuta has zero charisma.
None.
No, he doesn't. He has none at all. So apparently Chris Jericho is supposed to be going against a former ROH champion next week. Who y'all think is going to be?
Well, it ain't CM Punk. But,
it's going to be a girl. It's going to be a girl.
Don't roll your eyes. It could be Jay Lethal.
Shut the fuck up. I'm fucking done.
It could be Jerry. Jerry Lynn's not going to wrestle again.
I was thinking it could be Jerry Lynn.
It's going to be a female. It's going to be a female champion.
It could be. Oh my God, what's his name?
It's going to be Mercedes Martinez.
What if it's Homicide?
It's going to be Mercedes Martinez.
It's going to be Homicide.
Mercedes Martinez.
Homicide. I'm telling you.
I'm all right. Watching this Mercedes Martinez, I don't want to hear nothing.
Jamie Noble.
Why do you think it's going to be Mercedes Martinez?
It's going to be a female. It's going to be Mercedes Martinez.
Wait, wasn't Jamie Noble an RA champ?
It's either going to be Mercedes Martinez or Deonna. It's going to be Mercedes, though.
It could be Jamie Noble, no? Am I tripping?
I think it's a female. He said any champion on purpose to try and throw people off. I think it's going to be a female.
What if it's Josh Woods?
Was it low key?
Listen, when it's Mercedes Martinez, I don't want to hear nothing.
It could be your boy.
It's not Mercedes Martinez. Yo, you keep thinking it's Mercedes Martinez. It's not Mercedes Martinez.
Watch.
It could be Homicide. It could be Eddie Edwards. It could be Davey Richards. It could be Jonathan. I was about to say Jonathan.
Mercedes Martinez comes out with the Ring of Honor Women's Championship and fights Chris Jericho. I don't know why y'all don't think this, but it's whatever.
Why are you like this? Like, what in the world is making you think that that's gonna happen,
bro? It's Mercedes Martinez. I almost would bet Matt's hair again on this. Like, it's Mercedes Martinez.
The hair's never coming back.
It's Mercedes Martinez. What happens when I'm right? Watch.
Then I'll just get Rogaine, I guess.
You're gonna get Rogaine?
He's right.
It's not Mercedes Martinez.
It's Mercedes Martinez. I guarantee.
Listen, I'm gonna go through a couple of names, right?
It's Cody Rhodes,
Lil P, Samoa Joe, Austin Aries, Homicide, Takashi Morisha, Nigel McGuinness, Jerry Lynn, Eddie Edwards, Davey Richards, Jay Briscoe, Adam Cole, Michael Elgin, Christopher Daniels, Roosh, and Pico.
It's Mercedes Martinez.
Austin Aries makes sense.
And if it's not Mercedes Martinez, it's Jonathan Gresham.
Okay, so what do you guys think about this? I'm done with you. What do you guys think about this? You think it was dope? I think it was dope. Jamie Cakester.
No, like, to be honest, Rio is amazing. Like, I don't think Rio gets the due she deserves for being as good as she is. The match was great. 4 stars for me.
I like how Tony came out and we're finally going to actually have them.
I didn't like this. This is pointless because she's not the
champion. I want them to run it back. No, I want them to run it back.
She's not the champion.
I want them to run it back.
But she's not a champion.
She's a champion to me. I don't fuck on the Rosa.
She's not part-time.
I want them to run it back. We'll see.
But she's not the champion.
Brian Daniels.
Talking about Dynamite. This match was bogus, whack, corny. What are we doing? Whack.
I'm over Guevara.
Moxley and Penta.
Okay, now that we could talk about.
It was decent. It was good.
It was decent. And the only reason why I changed my character is because Penta is my top 5 wrestlers that I love. I don't know if people know. That's my top 5. Penta's in my top 5. Penta's pile driver on the hardest part of the ring is one of the dopest pile drivers in the history of pile drivers. He didn't hit Moxley with one of those. He didn't hit Moxley with one of those in the match, but I wish he did. Fire.
I don't think Moxley could handle one of those again. But then, of course, we had it at the end. The Firm came and beat the shit out of Moxley. MJF came out, acted like he wasn't going to help. Then he came out and he basically fired Stokely. And then Ethan Page, of all fucking people, big booted the shit out of MJF.
Yeah. I just don't want everybody to be ignorant. I'm not gonna get deep with this, but just don't be ignorant. This man is calling his fans devil worshippers, saying that he's the devil, and then he's drawing sympathy from y'all, trying to make y'all feel like you're supposed to have sympathy for him on purpose, because he's trying to make the devil gain sympathy. And he's gonna twist that in a promo, and it's gonna make me so upset. It's going to burn a hole inside it. Like, he's
gonna do what he's supposed to do as a heel.
Star, I get what you're saying now. He's trying to make being a devil worshiper cool and like baby face-ish. Which
is crazy because he's Jewish. Crazy. And he's actually he actually came out with a diss against Kanye.
Got it. It's like you can't worshiping the devil is bad, but he's now a baby face who is the devil. So
he's trying to make the devil a sympathetic character. And that for me is not something I play with. I don't think it should be. I think when people play with things of supernatural things and act like they're not anything is when you get caught off guard and it becomes something real. And I think himself as a person shouldn't play with it. Like,
you just put that in perspective, and now I get it. Yes, the devil should never be a babyface.
All right, guys. So, without further ado,
there's a pay-per-view this weekend.
There is.
Which pay-per-view?
Is it Saudi? Is it Saudi Saturday?
Saudi's this Saturday?
It's not. It's next Saturday. What's Saudi?
I don't even know about the matches for Crown Jewel. There's no way.
No, it can't
no
be.
way.
No, it's November 5th.
It's next week.
So next week, yeah, 2 more weeks.
This Saturday is actually Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva in a boxing fight.
That's right.
That's the big review this Saturday. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna watch. I'm not gonna pay
Jamie
for it.
Jamie said it's the 28th, but no, it's November 5th, Jay.
No, it's November 5th. I'm looking at November 5th of this
November 5th, bro.
But all right, guys, you ready for the final thoughts music? Ready? I got new music.
It's gonna be the good music because you killed me with the show music.
Why you don't like the show music?
Yeah, I like this.
That low fly. Know what I mean? Yeah. All right.
On the show. I like this.
You want this one instead? All right, I'll do that next week. So, final thoughts from you, Darkin. Make it fast.
Final thoughts. You know what? I am bigging up women's wrestling because we spent a long time on this show talking about women's wrestling. So you know it's on the come up, which is awesome. Love that. Jake Paul versus Silver this Saturday. That's going to be pretty cool. Crown Jewel is going to be trash. Cody Rhodes still winning that Royal Rumble. Still taking the title at WrestleMania. Make sure and download all of All Stars music because it's phenomenal. Water and Wine, one of my favorite albums. I listen to it at least twice a week. And other than that, man, keep tuning in. I love everybody in the comments. I love people liking, sharing our stuff. Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast rolling and going, man. Love you guys. Love everything.
All Star, your final thoughts?
I normally try to think of something positive to say about Impact Wrestling for y'all in my final thoughts.
It's impossible.
But at this moment, Dark Kent, you are completely 100% correct. Impact Wrestling is the worst it's ever been. Impact Wrestling is the worst it's ever been. Jordan Grace is probably Impact's #1 champion right now, and that should tell you a lot about what Impact Wrestling is. Moose and Bully Ray are on Impact Wrestling. I guess involved in what's gonna become a feud of some sort. Moose and Bully Ray. I need everybody to hear what I'm saying. Moose and Bully Ray are on my.
All right, so I guess that's the last of his final thoughts. Yeah, I did. I'm tired of this shit. Are you done? All right. You gonna keep talking about Moose. All right? You can talk about dumbass Bully Ray, but he gonna keep talking about Moose.
I love my wife. Forget MJF. I'm not interested. And I love MJF as a person. I love everybody, but I can't get with what he's currently doing. So unfortunately, I can't be a fan. And I can't believe John just muted me because Moose is involved. Impact is trash. Impact looks like WWE during COVID.
All right, so on that note,
fuck everybody.
All right, my final thoughts. Are you ready? Fuck Phillip Brooks. Fuck Cody Reynolds. Fuck Dark Kent. Fuck Mandy Rose. Fuck the big fish from Super Mario 3. Fuck the bass. Fuck Bubble Bass. Fuck SpongeBob. Fuck Dark Kent's glasses.
Thank you.
You know what?
Fuck my glasses.
Fuck your glasses. All right. Fuck them
My glasses go to you.
Fuck All Stars hairline right now. Like. All right. You know what? Fuck Dark Kent's bald head. Thank you, Jamie. Fuck Ace Steel. And fuck Larry the dog. All right. So, guys, on that note, tune in next week. Same time, same channel. And like I said before, earlier in this, make sure you guys share this and make sure you guys like the page. Do us that favor. We are fast growing and we want to keep on growing. We thank you guys for all the support that you guys have been giving us.
Thank you.
Keep tuning in. And Wolfpack out.
Oh, you guys.
And fuck Velveteen Dream.
That's fair.